Welcome back to stormy Orlando, Florida. Michael Annis along with Jane Velez-Mitchell. We're monitoring all of the latest developments as we are now hours away from Cayse Anthony being released from jail. And Jane, I think that's one of the things we're monitoring. And we know that officials here, they want an Anthony-free jail, and they want a safe exit. And you know the preps, and they have been going on a long time for this exit.
Yeah, the irony is that the defense team accused the police of lying, of fraud, of trying to set her up, and now the very same law enforcement agency is going all out to protect her safety and make sure that she gets out of town in one piece. I want to go to Steve Kardian, a former police detective. How is this going to work when she leaves this jail facility behind us? How will they take her out, do you think?
Well, Jane, law enforcement is still responsible for her protection. So I believe that they're going to do and remove her in a way that is unlikely and in a way that is not going to be anticipated by the media. I just don't think that they're going to drop her out at midday, noon. They're going to have an elaborate plan. It's going to be calculated. It's going to be very thought out. And everything is laid in place to get her out in a safe manner and get her to a destination where she can be safe, at least for the time being.
Hey, Steve, you just mentioned elaborate plan. What have you seen? Well, I mean, give us some examples of what could go down here. And to your point, we probably won't see it. But go ahead. What do you expect?
Middle of the night, middle of the day. Maybe they're going to keep her till Monday. Who knows? But they're going to probably show up with about a dozen cars. They're going to make a variety of different trips. They're going to try and make sure that they're not tailed. You're going to have road closures. You're going to have a variety of ghost vehicles that'll be leaving. So it's going to be difficult for the media to follow her. And they're going to make sure that that happens because, again, her safety is their primary concern still. And they are dealing with some threats. Nothing credible yet, but there are some crazy people out there that would look to hurt her, and vigilantes as well.
Welcome back. Cayse Anthony gets out of jail on Sunday, and a lot of you are wondering, how is that going to happen? Many of you are asking, what's life going to be like for her when she gets out? So let me get to some of your questions that we've been pulling from Facebook and Twitter and put them to the pros. And the first two questions I pull kind of go together, so let me read them. Courtney says this: is there a possibility of violence at her release? If there's a possibility, why are they giving out the release info? And then Jody says, is it possible she's already out and they're just trying to throw the media off her trail? Let me put these questions to former PD detective Steve Kardian, because Steve, you've been the one talking about how they're able to pull off this release from jail in as safe a manner as possible. And lots of viewers have been saying, maybe she's already out and we just don't know, because we've been getting so many particulars about the release.
Well, you know, law enforcement is considering public safety, so anything is possible. If they're going to release her between Saturday and Sunday morning, they're going to make sure that that area is secure, it's locked down, and they're not going to make a move until it is safe to do so. Remember, their safety, her safety is in their hands, as well as the safety of law enforcement, and as well as the safety of the media and the other people that are going to be present there.
Absolutely.
Justice for Kaylee.
Welcome back. Cayse Anthony is set to be released from jail this Sunday, maybe late Saturday night. Want to bring in Steve Kardian, a New York police detective, to talk about exactly how this will go down without any injuries, because there has been a lot of threats towards Cayse Anthony. You never know what will happen, and of course, we don't want the authorities to be injured either. Steve, are you there? Tell us what you think the plan will be in place for her release.
Well, since the not guilty verdict, there has likely been a captain, a deputy chief within the sheriff's department working and coordinating with other agencies to set out a plan that's going to be one of safety, that's going to be one of swiftness, and one that's going to ensure that no one gets hurt. It's their job. They have to protect the public. They certainly have to protect her, and they're going to have to do so in such a manner that they're not going to attract attention.
Steve Kardian, thanks so much. That is so pivotal, because there have been threats